Okay, so I want to start by saying that I'm new to this, but I was able to pick it up really quickly, and yeah, hopefully it's the same for you. If you have questions, obviously, let me know. But here's general overview. So this is iMovie. So if you just go in and click through all the things, the yeses and the nos, excuse me, it'll bring you to basically starting a project. All right, so let's let that be. All right, so you start a project, and it's going to bring you to something like this. All right, not something like this. It'll bring you to exactly this. And all you have to do to get the piece in is import the media. Now, the work that we are using is through Drive. In fact, let me tell you exactly where I put it. Okay, so in our folder, I made an almost main folder. So go into that, and then almost main videos. And I made one for raw videos, and now I'm going to make another one for completed videos. Okay, so the ones that I am bringing in from our conversations from the meets, I'm dropping them right into raw video. Okay, so you go to the video of the one that you want to use, and I will do her heart. Okay, I've already downloaded it, but what you're going to need to do is you need to download it in order for this to work. All right, so click on it, and then go to this little button right here. Okay, and you click download. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, it's downloaded. Just figure out where it is, and you can go in and find it. There is a way to bring it in from Google Drive, but that would require like connecting a lot of things, and I don't even know how I did it. So let's just do it this way. So you've downloaded it from Google Drive, and you have access to it. Okay, so you go in and find it. I know it's in my downloads folder. All right, so wherever you are going to find it, just drag it over like this. All right, and this area up here, this is just where you keep. This is like where um, this is like your props table. This is where all your paint is. This is everything that you're going to be using while you're putting it together. Your video is down here. All right, so we're going to use this piece, so we're going to drag it down and we're going to put it right here. All right, you'll see it's a 20-minute piece, and this right here tells you how long it's. Well, actually, watch when I move this. Okay, so you can cut it up into smaller pieces. Okay, so first thing that you want to do is figure out where you want the thing to start. So you go and you click this line right here is what you see up here. Okay, so wherever you have this line. So we're going to leave this line here. Okay, and just by clicking it, you see the lines there. Okay, you push play just to see where you want it to stop. Okay, so we push play. Okay, so okay, so obviously I want to cut that stuff out. Okay, you can, instead of going and pushing play every time, you can push the space bar. Space bar is pause and play. That's really, really helpful. Okay, so we know that, excuse me, that we're going to be cutting a big piece of it. So let's just keep going and see where we want to cut. When I get to the part that I want to cut, I'm going to push the M button and watch what happens. M like Mary or Marietta. Okay. All right. So let me get rid of that. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about all that clicking around. Okay, so I had started, so I need to go back a little bit. So go back. Okay. Okay, so I was watching that whole time. I was watching right here, so I want to go back to about 14 seconds. Okay, and let's see where that takes me. So, oh, it didn't work. Darn it. Son of a gun. So now this is an example of why you need to stretch it out, right? So if I stretch it out, it's not as hard to find 14 seconds. All right, so 14 seconds is going to be somewhere around here. All right, so that's what this little stretching thing is. All right, so I have it about 14. Let's see where I want to cut it. Oh, shoot, it was right there. Okay, so let's go back to about here-ish. Okay, so we're going to start at 12. Okay, and I'm going to push the M button when I want it to cut. All right, here we go. All right, so I missed it, but you'll see these little purple things popped up. Okay, those are going to be your cut lines. So I was trying to hit it and I missed it a couple times. So I'm thinking I probably need to move this back just a little bit. Okay, and then to check, I just click where the white bar is going to be. Excuse me. Okay, so the white bar is where the purple thing is. Let's check and see if it's right. Okay, it was a little bit late, so just move it back just a little bit. Okay. Good enough for me. Okay, so now I go here and I put the white line in line with the purple thing that I got there with the letter M. Okay, so when I pushed M, it gave me the purple thing. Now, when I get the white line in line with the purple thing, okay, I'm going to two-finger click. Okay, and you go to split clip, and that puts this into two pieces. Okay, this we can just get rid of now. So we click on this, make sure it's highlighted in yellow, we get rid of it. Now the beginning of our video should be where we wanted it to be. All right, cool. So that's the first part, okay? And then you want to go to the end because let's see what we did at the end if we need to cut anything there. So in order to skip ahead into something, okay, you can scroll across with two fingers. Just put two fingers down and push to your left and you can scroll across. All right, and then just click where you want the cursor to be. So let's start it here. Let's see how much we need to cut at the end. Oops, I'm all talk. Okay, we don't need to cut anything there. Perfect. So we're good. We have the video. Now we need to find a place where we want to stop the audio and the video from being together, right? So that is right at the end of our little intro. So let's find that. So I've sped over to the other side, and I'm clicking where I want to start from. Okay, so it's before that. It's before that. Okay, so once we get to the end of the introductions, I'm going to push M again before we get started. Okay, and that's going to make that little purple mark. Okay. Okay. So as soon as I said here we go, okay, that's when I pushed M. That's where I want to make a split, and I'll tell you why. What we're going to do is we're going to separate the video from the audio, but we can only do it on a piece of it. We don't want to do it at the beginning here because that's where the video is, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we did before, is we're going to put our white line in line with the purple dot, okay? And we're going to two-finger click, and we're going to split the clip. Now it's the same clip and they're going to run fine together, but they're going to get different treatment. Okay, so this one is going to stay with the video. This one, I'm going to make sure it's highlighted and I'm going to two-finger click and I'm going to go to detach audio. All right, so now you have the audio and the video separated. So you want to keep this video, which is why we keep them keep them connected. We want to get rid of this video. If you try to just get rid of the video, it's going to get rid of the audio too. So even though they're separated right now, you can see that they're still linked right here. So what I've done is I sent you guys an email, and there's also a folder in our shared Google folder with just a black background with the name of all the vignettes. All right, so I already know where I put them, so I will click on this. All right, and I'm going to click on her heart. All right, so now you have it on your props table right here. Now you want to drag it down here and put it in line with the video. All right, once it's in line with the video, you can completely disconnect this. All right, so you first make sure that the green box is highlighted, and then click and drag. Once you've clicked and dragged it over, then you have broken this bond here, so you can get rid of all of that video. All right, now you want to take this and make sure that it extends across the whole thing. So instead of dragging it all the way across, go back to this little thing. Okay, and that makes everything a little bit smaller. Then you click and you drag, and then make sure that they line up. Okay, so just to check and make sure that they work well together, let's check.
You stay in their yards if you need to, because I need to camp out, because I'm where I need to be. This is the far.
All right, so they've connected. So now just to check and make sure that everything's the way we want it to be, let's go back to the beginning of the video.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Good to see a 10th grade.
We're not going to watch the whole thing. I just want to make sure that transition works.
Are the 10th grade teachers, and we are going to be
reading fast forward.
Ms. Wolf. All right, here we go.
A woman is standing in an open field in almost Maine, looking up at the sky.
Cool. Our video's made. So now what you need to do is you have to export it. So right now, what you have is a group of different things that are kind of pasted together, but you don't have one. You don't have one video. It's not one file. So you need to combine everything, and that's what happens when you publish it. So go up here. If you want to go to YouTube, which we're not going to do here, you click on YouTube and it'll take it directly there. You want to make it as a file. All right, so you are going to click File. It'll ask you to name it, so I'll call it Her Heart. Okay, you don't have to give description or anything like that, but if you wanted to, you could. I'm just going to get rid of those. All right, next. Then figure out where you want to put it. All right, so I think a good place to put it would be right into that folder that we're sharing. So I went to my Google Drive here, and I'm going to go through 10.2 shared, Corona, almost main videos. We're almost there. Okay, you want to put this in completed videos. Okay, it's called Her Heart, and save. There you go. This little circle right here is going to be filled white. When that fills up with white, it's finished, and it'll tell you that it's finished. It's going to take a little while, so I am going to come right back and, well, I'm going to let that go, but I'm not going to let you listen to me let it go. So I will be right back. That took a while, so I just went off and I did something else during that time. So now, to make sure that it went through, I did save it in Google Drive through our system, but I want to make sure that it worked. All right, so let me go through my drive. Just join me on this trip. I know it's going to take a lot of folders, but it's the only way my brain works. So here. Okay, so when it almost main videos, completed videos. All right, it uploaded right there. So that's it. Now, if you want to get access to it when you're in Schoology, etc., you can still go in through the system as you normally do, and you can get it right out of Google. If you have an issue with Google Drive, you can always just download it onto your computer and upload it that way, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks. Good luck. Let me know how I can help. Ugh.